to our new series on the thrill of riding. In the first episode last month, we talked about the nuances of sport riding on the road. And remember, this tutorial is to make you a safer, better and more confident rider on the road. It's not to race on the road and it's not to be a nuisance to other people on the road. This series won't teach you how to become a stunting god. And let's face it, not everybody wants to ride on the back wheel. But everybody wants to know how to launch a motorcycle. We've all done it. It sounds childish, but we've all done it. We've all watched the traffic disappear in our rear view mirrors, haven't we, Rishi?
Yes. But launching a motorcycle is not easy. I'm going to teach you how to do that because it can go wrong also.
Right, so we're going to show you how to do a proper motorcycle launch and safely without also damaging your motorcycle.
तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा राइडिंग पोजीशन कैसा होना चाहिए जब लॉन्च कर रहे हैं. फर्स्ट, आपका वेट आगे रहना चाहिए. योर शोल्डर एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी लाइक नेक्स्ट टू द स्पीडोमीटर. यू सपोज टू लुक स्ट्रेट. यू डोंट नीड टू लुक डाउन टू सी द आरपीएम. आरपीएम you have to calculate with your acceleration. You can feel it like it's a 2000, 3000, 4000. So first we'll start with the 4000 RPM and your weight should be higher and you're looking straight.
Riding is all about getting the physics right. When you accelerate the bike, weight transfers, and especially when you accelerate hard, the weight moves onto the rear wheel.
And that's how I do wheelie. But today I'm not going to do wheelie. I'm not going to teach you how to do wheelie, stoppie, nothing. This is just the simple cool things that how to launch your motorcycle.
And that's how you get off the line. But another thing that you have to remember is launch RPM. Now Rishi, drag racers always talk about this term launch RPM. What is launch RPM?
Launch RPM is like you have to listen your engine noise and you have to correct yourself like 4000, 6000, 7000 RPM, which is suitable for your bike launch.
And what is suitable for the Pulsar NS200?
So basically on Pulsar NS200, first you start with the 4000 RPM, then 5000. Then once you get used to it and once you get to know what is the exact launch point of like 6, 7000, 8000, then you can go till the red line like the 9000 RPM.
But at the red line, isn't there a fear of you looping the bike and doing unintentional wheelie?
There's chances to like you can fall or otherwise you can like roll off completely. So make sure that your weight should be ahead when you're doing launch.
So basically you have to keep your weight ahead, and the last and most important thing is vision. Where do you look? Because obviously you can't look at the RPM when you're launching the bike.
Right. Like the way I said, like whenever you want to listen your engine noise, you can listen the engine noise and you can correct your RPM 4000, 3000, 5000. So you don't need to look down.
So basically what Rishi is saying is that you need to practice and you need to feel what the bike sounds like and what the bike feels like at 4000, 6000, 7000. So you don't need to look at the tacho. You can feel what revs the bike is doing and then you launch the bike.
Correct.
So let's show them how to do it.
Sure.
Start off with 4500 RPM so that even if you pop the clutch, you won't get into a wheelie. Then move up to 7000 RPM where you get a good solid launch on the Pulsar NS200. And then use all the revs, almost till 10,500 RPM where you get the best launch out of the Pulsar and whip all those horses into a frenzy. Right then, so now it's time to figure out how to use the clutch.
So when you're holding a clutch and once you release the clutch at the 6000 RPM, make sure that you completely slip the clutch.
So you don't pop the clutch, you slip the clutch.
Yes, because the moment if you're holding a clutch and do the drag, your clutch pedal will get over in 2 or 3 shoots.
So basically you have to conserve your motorcycle. If you want to conserve your motorcycle, don't slip the clutch too much, but you have to slip it because if you pop the clutch, you will do a wheelie, which you don't want. Different bikes can achieve different speeds in first gear. You're launching the motorcycle, but obviously you need to shift up and you need to continue the speed. How do you do that? You do that at full revs, you do that at the red line.
So basically once you launch on the 6000 or 4000 RPM, the second gear has to shift near to the red line, not the red line. Because once you do the red line, your bike engine will get cut off and you will lose the timing.
So it's not very difficult, it's not rocket science. Shift just before the red line, use all the revs and use the full potential of the Pulsar or any other motorcycle that you're using. That's how you launch a motorcycle and make the perfect getaway. Now remember, these are not tips for you to race on the road. These are tips to make you a safer and more confident road rider. And if you want to practice, which you should actually, you should come and find an open, desolate patch of road like what we have here right now. In fact, for the next episode, we are going to go into the heart of the city. Rishi, what have you lined up for us?
We're going to teach them urban riding.
So basically, how to ride in the city, how to be safer in the city, how to be aware of all the dangers around you,
and घर पे जल्दी कैसे पहुंचे after office.
how to get home quicker.